this is Linda of the Lab Den YouTube channel. Today I'm going to show you my most favorite room in the dollhouse. This is the one that we most recently put together. It really started with the introduction of Isabel's dance studio, wardrobe, cabinet with the sewing machine and the design studio. That's what prompted us to make the dance studio that you see here, and there is a video on that. And I debated on whether or not to get Isabel's studio, and the jury's still out on that. But in the meantime, I purchased the Our Generation wardrobe, which you see here, and I have made this part of the foundation for this multi-purpose room. So it's a dance studio. So once we remove and push back some of the pieces, this entire space can be used as a dance studio. It can be used as a music room and a classroom. We have a table and chairs. That's from Molly's collection. Over here we've got the piano, the guitar, a violin, some flutes, music stand, amplifier, and then in here we've got the wardrobe that we hold all of the dance clothes, all of the sports clothes, things like that. And I'll go into detail a little bit later in this video on how I put this together. We'll start this tour off with our music room here. This piano came from my daughter's childhood, and the legs retracted and wouldn't come out, and so I put toilet paper rolls as the attachment to get him to the height for a doll. But this is a collectible toy that I just held on to since they were little. We have the violin over here, and that came with an Our Generation doll. Up above we have the American Girl guitar, which my daughter asked for one of her birthday presents. And the music stand, I believe, came with the American Girl flute, which you see here. And that again was on my daughter's wish list, and she got it for one of her gifts. And the little drawer unit is one of my precious Goodwill or thrift store finds. And then we also have our little speaker amplifier back here. And that makes up the corner of our multi-purpose room for music. And now for our wardrobe area, which I used Isabel's studio as the inspiration for this. And really the only thing I did was I made a desk out of cardboard, foam core, a dowel rod, and some Velcro, and made this into a little sewing area. So we have a little lamp, and we have the sewing machine. That's an Our Generation sewing machine. And when we need to close this up, we just disconnect it from the Velcro that runs along the side of the door, and it stores in the back of the clothes here. And we store some of the dance clothes and cheerleading, soccer, those sorts of things in here. And we have this neat little needles, pins, and thread cabinet that was one of our Goodwill treasure finds. And this is a pencil holder that we're using as a fabric holder. And then finally, another one of our Goodwill or thrift store finds is this dress form. I was so excited to find this. And this was a thrift store find as well. I paid maybe around $10 for this, and so it's a lot more than I pay for most of my other thrift store items. And it is a little short for long dresses on 18-inch dolls, but it's just about the perfect size to have a little bit of, you can actually fit a dress on here. There is a little bit of gap on it, but it works great just for show, and that's all I needed it for, really. And I'm going to pan up. You're going to see the rest of my basement, unfortunately. Got a lot of storage down here, but this is where we keep all of the doll clothes. And we needed a lot of space because we went on a mission last summer to make a bunch of doll clothes. So we put these boxes together and made some curtains for them, covered them with some white wrapping paper. And then we've got our big unit up here. And you can see these in our video for the runway and stage. So this was just a really good place to go vertical and store them here, because we're running out of floor space. And our last thing in this room is our space that we can use for crafts. We can use it for school. We've got the American Girl school backdrop, so all we need to do is really put it up next to the hardwood here to have the ambiance of the school. And of course, because of limited space, we just do multiple duty for this room. But it really is one of my favorite rooms that came together quite nicely.
Be sure to see all of our other YouTube videos. Hopefully, you will be inspired to create a playset for your dolls. Create with confidence. Thanks for watching.